Rain. Crap. Look like pea soup out there. All right, standing by. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Hey everyone, I'm Meteorologist Addison Green, and we are dealing with, of course, a very soggy Sunday out there across H-Town, where we did have some flash flood watches that were up in effect, even some flash flood warnings. All that has been allowed to expire, and so far we aren't seeing any new warnings or watches being put in place. But nonetheless, we are still keeping our eye on the slow-moving batch of scattered shower activity coming across town, where you can see it is looking very murky out there across in the uptown area. We have 75 degrees being reported currently at Bush and the Continental with overcast skies. No rain right now for this time being, with a light breeze coming on in every now and then. And pressure, well, it's falling because we're watching a very slow-moving area of low pressure coming our way. Over the next 20 hours, you can see right here that we do anticipate seeing more scattered showers and thunderstorms over time that will impact potentially your morning commute right there, going through the lunchtime hour. So definitely keep that umbrella by your side, or maybe perhaps just order in if you happen to have that chance to do so, because the rain's not going anywhere anytime soon. We'll show you how long we're going to be stuck in this soggy pattern coming up in just a minute. We do have right here a little bit of a breeze coming on in several spots across the Sugarland area. For instance, I did see a wind speed of roughly around 25 miles per hour out towards Hobby. Did see a wind speed close to 15 miles per hour. So breezy winds blowing around that rain shower activity every now and then. But for the most part, the biggest amount of rainfall is coming down, like it has been throughout much of the day, across our southwestern counties. Matagorda County up towards Brazoria County, Wharton County. That's where we have been seeing the flash flooding concerns becoming a big problem more times than not. Here are four right there. We count them for flash flood concerns, where we did have some alerts being put out there, and there were being reports of flood water over some roadways, like you can see right there, TX 111 right across from Farm Road 1157. So a lot of areas down this way picked up multiple inches of rain. Some of them did over a very quick period of time. In fact, as we look back over the past 12 hours, not too much rain has fallen across Harris County, as well as going out there towards Galveston County. It's all been down towards the south and west, where, there's definitely is at least one noticeable bull side just south of El Campo, where we did pick up close to a foot of rain in the past 12 hours. So quite impressive right there. Bay City picking up over 5 inches, up towards El Campo picking up roughly 2 inches. Downtown Houston picking up about half an inch or so. Galveston just about a quarter of an inch. Nonetheless, this is where we did see those flooding concerns becoming an issue even during roughly the early morning hours, roughly about 7, 8 o'clock. We saw slow moving thunderstorms coming on in. Well, this big setup we got going on involves high pressure to the east and area of low pressure to the west. It's helping to funnel this moisture right up across the southern plains and straight up across into towards the central plains, where there has been kind of an outbreak of severe weather, so to speak, in the form of a lot of hail reports coming on in across Kansas and Nebraska. But for our purposes right here, we're watching this upper area of low pressure dive on down across the four corners, and it's pushing all that moisture up ahead of it, and it's being lifted up in the atmosphere and slowly being wrung out. Only problem is that these storms aren't going anywhere anytime soon. They're very slowly making their way northward to a northeasterly direction. And in some spots, you can see all that lightning right in there, barely moving at all. Hence the flash flooding. It did become a big concern earlier on today, but we have now seen those watches been allowed to expire. So as we take a look at the jet stream winds, it's that river of air aloft that steers storm systems around the planet. We can see those winds wrapping around the area of low pressure as it's diving down across towards the Four Corners area. Also, we see them going up and over this area of high pressure. So we have a ridge of high pressure making its way across the southeast, and it's going to be kind of like a roadblock right there. We can't see this area of low pressure going through it. It has to go up and over it. But as it starts to slow down, going up and over the high pressure system, we're now bringing in moisture, transporting it right up off across from the Gulf of Mexico over and over the same spots that are dealing with moderate to heavy rain over the next several days. So that's where flooding could become a concern in numerous spots across the southern plains, even the central plains as well. So as that moisture is sent straight up across the nation's heartland, we're going to be seeing that area of low pressure eventually making its way northward. The big ridge of high pressure eventually takes over, and as it starts to get the chance of pushing down towards the south and west, that means those rain chances start to fade over time. Time frame right there is not until next Sunday. So we have to go through nearly a week of dealing with rainy chances on and off for the next several days coming our way. In fact, we could see on top of that, maybe some strong to severe thunderstorms as well. There's a marginal risk. That's a 1 out of 5 for severe weather across for the Houston metro area. North and west, we do see a slightly higher chance. In fact, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, they did have a few reports of some tornadic activity over that way. They had several tornado warnings, so you definitely can get that potential of seeing some severe weather come across the region. As you go past today, in through tonight, and in towards tomorrow, we still have a 1 out of 5 chance marginal risk. Now it's a little more widespread across the metro area for your Monday. So let's put it all into motion for you, going throughout your future track. Past this afternoon and throughout the evening hours, we have on and off scattered showers coming our way. And by Monday morning, we do have more batches of light to moderate rainfall coming on in, dotting the landscape. So that definitely will impact your time frame for your morning commute. Heading throughout lunchtime, now we have a little slow moving cluster of thunderstorm activity making its way across eastern sections of Harris County, which does include the Beltway and the Loop areas, and making its way just across the I-10 corridor across the bay. As we watch over the next several hours, that very slow-moving cluster of thunderstorm activity drifts over there towards the east. So we could be seeing the flash flood concerns we saw down here earlier today come over across this area for tomorrow's time frame. So if you're traveling through that region or you live over that way, just bear that in mind. You may be having some heavy rain coming on in, and flooding may be a concern. Through Tuesday morning, now we have pretty much across the northern sections of Harris County and going northward, moderate to heavy rain coming down, and then making your way in throughout the afternoon hours, that big push of moisture comes on down across towards the coastal counties, going up across and towards Matagorda County, Brazoria County, towards Galveston, Liberty County, all along the coast. We're talking about moderate to heavy rain coming on in over a very kind of short period of time. So we could be dealing with some flash flooding concerns. As we put this whole thing into motion for you, let's go throughout the entire week. We can see all the batches of wet weather coming on in each and every day across the area. As we make your way all the way in towards Saturday, where finally high pressure is located right about here. I'll put a big H right there. It'll be drifting down towards the south and west. As it does so, it'll push this moisture strain out to the west and eventually get it the chance to fizzle out as we're trying to bring in more dry air across the area and finally shut down this rain parade that we're going to be dealing with over the next several days. Now, as we go in through Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, I paused right here for you to show that we have the potential picking up. This is just one model estimate, maybe about ½ an inch to close to 2 inches. As we move past into Wednesday and Thursday, those are going to be the soggiest days coming up over the next several days. You can watch the rainfall totals really add on up. And like we just showed you, radar estimates up across in, say, Brazoria County earlier on, where we did have nearly a foot of rain. These numbers certainly are not out of the question. The only good news, though, is that these numbers will come on in over the course of multiple days. We're not seeing this come on in 1 hour, and we're not seeing this come in just one day. So we don't have to worry about instantaneous flash flood concerns happening right around the corner. But over the next several days, we may be dealing with some low-lying areas, dealing with standing water, and then some of the roadways adjacent to them becoming an issue as well. But we got scattered thunderstorm activity coming on in, slow-moving thunderstorms, I may add, as we go throughout the week ahead, all the way in towards Saturday, where finally high pressure begins to come on down and begins the chance to dry things out for Sunday. Right now, just got a 20% chance for scattered showers for Sunday afternoon. But overall, over the next several days, you got to keep that umbrella by your side because we're going to be dealing with this wet weather for quite a while. We'll make sure that we have the latest information pushed right towards your phone. If you have that KHOU 11 app, so you get those push notifications turned on, and you get the chance for seeing any alerts come your way, whether they are any flash flood warnings, for instance, as well as the potential of any other stormy activity coming your way. Make sure you join us on the TV side later on today, coming up just probably around 5:30 or so, and then definitely coming on up later on tonight at 10 o'clock.